Howdy everybody, this is Tansuke. I'm back here once again. It's another week, and so we can go through another batch of adventures. Once again, we're gonna look to cover the 3 weekly nightmares, see which people we can kind of demonstrate do really well into these kinds of missions, and just kind of have fun and chat along the way. So, let's see what my dailies are. The ones that I want to accomplish while I'm here. Support allies. Okay. So when I'm thinking of a 6-star that likes supporting allies, the main one that comes to my mind is Lux Illuminated. She excels at supporting people. That is her main constellation power right here. When an ally is targeted or supported, grant its spirit and impact. This means that supporting your units or targeting them with friendly spells really helps ramp them up. And you don't have to worry about big units being blocked because she comes free with Overwhelm. And the last thing that pairs well here is her 6-star. I didn't think this was going to be as useful as it was, but I've actually very much enjoyed it. Which is every round for the first time you attack, refill 1 mana for each attacking ally and draw a spell. You'd be surprised how nice it is to just have, if you have 2 to 3 units, drawing a burst speed combat spell really does wonders. The 5th star doesn't change much there because it's the same for most people. Let's talk builds. I do have Lux's Incandescent Baton. This one is a premium relic and it is very good for both Luxes. If you like running one or both Lux, this is pretty nice. And this one is especially good for Lux Illuminated. If your Lux +1 starting mana, that's why it's nice. And game start, draw a follower that costs 2 or less and grant it Targon's Brace. That's good for a couple reasons. One, Targon's Brace means any unit you have in your starting hand will have that. Any one unit. So you have a cheap unit with support out the get-go is really nice for her. I like running Sphere Cleaving Axe because most of her units will have either Spirit, Impact, or both, usually both. And then Crown Guard Inheritance. Lux Illuminated is a very fast-paced deck if you manage to pull it off. So Crown Guard Inheritance is really nice. The most important card in your deck is definitely the Luminosprite, because it lets you take the positive keywords that it has and stack them onto the next unit. And then when you level up Lux Illuminated, she doubles the spirit. So you have your Lux support your Luminosprite target anything, even Yarrow Lightfeather can become incredibly powerful. So let's see which of the 3 weeklies really works for this mission, for playing Lux Illuminated. Warm Reception, the foe summons 2 strongest units from their deck. When the player plays a card, increases the cost of everywhere by 2 and deadly. Broken Blade is a very strong counter effect to Lux Illuminated because a lot of her stuff depends on getting that free barrier on your units. So we're probably going to skip that one now. We'll come back with something on that later. Let's see, the 5.5. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant +1/+1. Grant the foe's units everywhere +1/+1 and deadly. Yeah, sure. This will work. We'll go ahead and give Lux Illuminated a run here. With Lux Illuminated, when it comes to powers and support units, you don't really need too much. Welcome Gifts is always a fun one. There's not a lot of slow cards in her deck. In fact, I don't think there's a single one. No. Okay. Slow but Steady, not good. Much better on regular Lux. So we're looking at Counterfeit Production. If we were running Fiddle, we'd pick that. Welcome Gifts is always fun. Oh, we're going to be against Ornn. That's fun. Seer of the Sands. Here we go. So, Lux is all about swinging hard. She comes in on turn 3, and if she doesn't win by turn 3, she's starting to sweat maybe a little before her 6th star. But once you have her 6th star, you find that attacking anytime with her is usually pretty affordable. Alright, since we have that extra mana from the baton, we can play Yarrow Lightfeather, give that spirit to Lux Illuminated, and do our first attack. Here we go. Nice big attack. Now, I wish we had an extra unit, but we don't quite have that. Lux gives barrier to herself and hers. Yes. Spirit to her ally, and Barrier to herself. So we will use Yara Light Feather to kill that. Actually, no. We'll let them make the mistake. So, with our 6-star, we get a free 2 mana, which we can then use. If we buff him by 2, that'd give him 3. If we give him Barrier, that'd just give him 1. Let's give him Form Up. This will help keep him alive and help the attack go off. Very nice. Sure, they get +1/+1 on that. It's not going to change much here. Alright, we have a couple of defense options here. Smoldering Sands is probably the play here. Smoldering Smirk, I'm sorry. Let's kill them with these 2 units together here. There we go. Alright. And we'll let them make the mistake. They didn't. So, even easier for us. That means that we can pretty much end it up here. So we'll go ahead and give that extra spirit to the Vanguard Defender. Go ahead and play the card we just buffed up. And we'll go ahead and attack for the win. So, as you can see, it doesn't look like it before you do your attack with this build and setup. It looks like, so 15, 20, they got 28 health, but you'll see here, I'm doing 50. There's a lot of hidden power in here. Especially as she levels up and doubles all the spirit that people get. Everybody's going to get a ton of power for free along the way. Just like that, this board has turned into a massive board. And thus, we take him out for the 3rd turn. You find with Lux Illuminated, a lot of your fights will end on turn 3. She doesn't really struggle with explosive damage. And, I'd like to point out, I had an extra attack going on that turn too. Even if I didn't kill him that first attack, with the Crown Guard Inheritance I had rallied, I could attack again. Wuju style is funny. And since I only have 5 rerolls, I'll go ahead and pick it up. Getting a few extra defensive cards. I know it sounds weird, Wuju style. The Meditate will help us there. Rise. This would become a Rise run. I think we're okay not doing that. Seraphine is an option, actually. That double attack is really nice. Oh, wait, it's Akshan. Oh, and Akshan also has double attack. Definitely Akshan. Akshan already has a preference to cast spells that target his allies, and this only makes it better. The foe summons a conservatory. That means they're going to play some big spells, but we'll be able to handle it. I would say definitely Akshan's one of the better supports you can get for Lux at this point, I would say. Because not only is he by default work, his support package works, the items you're going to see at the store are going to be better too. Everything works pretty well because of that. Now, we're looking to end on turn 3. So what we want to do is be setting up for that. So the first thing we're going to do is play Jaro Lightfeather and have him buff the Lumina Sprite. And the reason we're doing this is so that it can buff up Jaro, this turn, and then in 2 turns, he'll end the game. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think they're clever, but that's fine. We play some Wuju style here. Get that 3 extra power, 1 from targeting them, 2 from Wuju style, and just like that, both his board unit dies. Excellent. And we even have enough mana left over to go ahead and play Akshan this turn.
Shut up when I can. Good people don't look the other way.
Very nice first turn. Well developed board. Alright. That is 18 power to a unit. We are just gonna say, how about no? And keep him alive. Nice. We'll go ahead and play Lux Illuminated here. Alright. Now we let him hit us. I don't think we can really block any of this, unfortunately.
I have urgent news.
Do I have anything that can survive this hit? Jaro doesn't have any benefit at this point. He can die. Or we could YOLO and hope that we get a unit with Elusive. If I do this right, can I save Ezreal?
Watch and learn.
You
Well, I
don't
mean, your unit will die
understand.
no matter what. That might be a shot. No. Okay. Oh well, Jarl Feather is no more, and that's okay.
Let's go, people!
And it might not look like it. Again, we've already won. This matchup is already over. We're gonna play Smoldering Smirk just to kill them for funsies, and we're gonna let Akshan and the Lumina Sprite get buffed because he has quick attack. Extra stats never hurt. You can play Prismatic Barrier on the Lumina Sprite, and it'll pass the barrier onto its supported unit, which means Akshan comes with free barrier. Lux gives herself barrier. I'm already untouchable.
This luminous
And remember, if we
cannot be
didn't end on
suppressed.
this attack, we'd have another.
Fight together.
Lux is
Demacia
incredibly
defends
strong.
its own. What was I so afraid of?
And just like that, game over.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Alright.
I won't apologize for
Another
my
clean
strength.
win. We'll move forward into here. The only thing that's going to scare me really at this point are going to be the mid bosses. Ornn always has this tiny chance of getting real crazy. And so this will be interesting to see. Free elusive, never bad. I like more Luxes, so let's get more Luxes in our deck. We can make Lux elusive. That's great. Oh, Poros. That'll be fun. Let's get some Poros. Okay, we're up against the Chempunk Pickpocket. Doesn't he, like, when he gives elusive... Oh, no, it's the Sculler one. Okay. We can reroll, try to get... You try to get Lumina Sprite in your hand, or Lux Illuminated. Hopefully we get both of those. Drat. And that's all. Oh, there it is, the boy. Alright. We're once again setting up for the next turn. So we're gonna go ahead and attack in this order here. Put this down. Oh, I should have put down the second Ezreal. Oh well. Yeah, sure.
My
Buff
best
Lux.
sidekicks yet.
Let's see.
Mysterious might.
Here we are.
Stop on me.
Whew, okay. Unfortunately, I have miscalculated already. I could have saved. No, I couldn't have saved them both.
Relating.
Man, I lost my units,
Just what I
unfortunately.
needed.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. 2 Scuttlers, that's crazy. So he's got 3. Let's see. Bringing Lux in just to watch her get attacked is not always the best feeling, but we'll be fine. I want to save the mana for a combat trick to bait them into attacking stupidly. And since we managed to do
I
that,
am
now I
light in
can...
the darkness.
Holy cow, their board is so wide. Alright, let's kill as much of their board as we can. Let's see. Eight power means I can block that. Drat. I'm just gonna have to, yeah, I'll have to live with losing most of my health. Man, this board filled really fast. Surprised it did as good as it did. Alright. We'll be fine though. We've still won. It's just a matter of we'll have less health than we'd probably like. We'll go ahead and play the Vanguard Defender here. Oh, Akshan! They're gonna try to kill our unit. We're gonna say nay. Let's go. Form up is fine. Not a problem. Akshan
Don't look the other way.
gonna do great here. We'll go ahead and advance that too for kicks and giggles. Alright, so now we're gonna buff Akshan to... Look at that. You see... Okay. 7 off of her. 25 off of him.
Villains beware.
99 now.
I'll turn the tide.
Oh well.
Radiance
Nice.
casts out
Beautiful.
every shadow. What was I so
They didn't
afraid
stand a
of?
chance.
Demacia
It
defends
looked like
its
they
own.
had a hard time, but we ended up taking care of them at the end. You know what? Let's save our Lumina Sprite, shall we? And we can just buff the damage that they're going to take as well.
Brings us together.
Alright. A very nice, easy kill there.
Apologize for my strength.
Lux Illuminated, by the way, can already do a lot of what you're seeing here before her 6-star. I would say she has a very strong 5-star state, where if you just don't have her 6-star because you don't have the Nova Crystal, she works. She works better than a lot of champions, frankly. Ooh. A free Poro is really nice, and I have the money for it, so let's go ahead and get a free Poro every turn. Alright, do I feel like being greedy? With Lux, you want to get rid of as many 1 and 2 costs as possible to increase your chance of drawing the Lumina Sprite, to the point where I'm severely considering cutting this. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to try to end the round on turn 3 anyway, even against Ornn. So let's just put the pressure on our deck to do its job well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Laurent Protege. Okay. Warlord's Palace, yada yada. Okay. Ezreal is our dedicated support boy this turn. Okay. We got a pretty good start here. We'll go ahead and buff our Lux.
Just what I
If you don't have the Lumina Sprite, you can still win. It's just the Lumina Sprite's a very strong win condition. So they can't block half of our units, so let's just go ahead and attack like this. This is going to be great. What we're going to do is Smoldering... Oh, we're already leveling right now. That's kind of unfortunate. We're kind of burning our big double attack turn super early, but we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and slap a Prismatic Barrier on him. And let's go ahead and buff Wuju style up here. Let's see. Why not? And the reason I'm doing this is to double dip on that attack. We're going to be attacking a second time in a second. And giving him that not only buffs his attack for the first attack, it buffs his attack for the second attack. And it gave him that extra impact and spirit, which are also going to be buffed by the Leaving Axe. So we'll end up basically doing this exact same attack again. And now look, we got enough damage to kill.
Demacia defends its own. What was I so afraid of?
Now sadly, her star power only works on the first attack each turn, but this is still an incredibly strong start. As you can see, they're down to 2 health. And all these, unlike the Lumina Sprite and support, all of these stats are permanent. So we're not going to run as much of a risk here. Wow, that's a lot of units. Okay, let's see. Honestly, at this point, I'm going to wait. They're going to equip somebody. And when they do, or like when they do an attack, we can Smoldering Smirk and kill them.
I forge in his name.
Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and kill them.
Demacia defends its own. We fight together.
I almost messed up, but it's fine.
I wouldn't do that.
We'll go ahead and block.
The mountain.
Easy peasy. That's okay. Yeah, we just swing for the win now. They've only got 5 health left. They can't really block us for nothing. They have a single unit that can block. And if they try to block, I could actually kill... I think I could kill her.
Brings us together.
Let's buff it again.
I'm so afraid of.
Oh, I'm so close.
I
Never
will
mind.
protect you.
She'll have 9 power. Man. Almost enough to kill it, too. Oh well. Right. Ornn has very scary potential on turn 4. If you're not prepared for him on turn 4, like you don't get a strong start where you kill most of his board, he'll put an inventory on a unit, get the weapon up to a high level, and then copy it and swing for the fences with a ram that's just too powerful. So it's nice to take care of him way before he gets there. And not all the champions are equipped to do that like Lux, but Lux is very good at the strong first turn. Health for power, cards cost 1 less, and the first time an ally dies, revive it. I'll try not to go with the obviously OP option and go with the Wild Inspiration instead, I would say. We don't need that level of free win. So let's go ahead and fight the Draklorn Inquisitor. This one's easy. A lot of the time what he just focuses on doing is summoning his Frozen Thralls. You don't really have to worry about the Frozen Thralls, because most of the time they're not going to be summoned with massive stats, and most of the time he doesn't have that much speed, so he'll try to play himself, and that's going to give him a lot of value, but without that, he's not that good. So let's go ahead and Ezreal's our carry support here.
Does the name Lightfeather mean anything to you?
Very nice. We'll go ahead and play that buffed. Wow, that was very fast. And we'll go ahead and do a nice open attack here. Whoever they block with, we can go ahead and dodge their attack with the barrier that we have. Which means they'll probably have Jaro Lightfeather. Not a problem. Wonder... No, we can't get that strong, but we can still make it pretty strong.
Demacia defends its own.
And sure, why don't you meditate now so you have enough power to kill her?
Make way for the
Not
Jello
enough.
parade.
Alright, now we just do another swing for the fence and win.
Demacia defends its own. We fight together.
And once you really get rolling with Lux, you're going to find she starts seeing like this pretty reliably. She is a late run powerhouse. If you find any discounts on Lux, if you get more units on the field on that first attack, every unit means another mana to spam a crazy spells with. I'm going to take this Clockwork Curator because it's a support, but at the same time I'm about to cut it. So this cuts more copies of it out of my deck. Means I'm more likely to draw that Lumina Sprite though. That is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take Higher Education. We've got Stargazer next, so we don't want to spend too much money. Yeah, I think that's worth it. I'm going to take 2 of the Blessings of Targon and head over to the Astute Academic. Astute Academic, their main card that they're going to play is Chief Mechanist Zevi, is the name, I believe. The biggest thing they'll have is just, I'm going to double the cards that I play, good luck. Until you kill this one unit, I'm going to get a whole bunch of extra cards in my hand, and because the cards I draw are cheaper, I'm going to be able to afford them. Alright, we're going to play Jaro Lightfeather onto the Lumina Sprite.
My best sidekicks yet.
Beautiful. Take that. Let me drop what I was holding again, and this time I'm not taking it back because I can't find it. So, alright. Now we just, actually, you know what, let's Prismatic Barrier now. And go ahead and get the support going. And let's pull this unit, because I can kill it.
You don't have clearance.
Can I use Form Up here to do enough? No, I can't. What was I thinking? But Wuju style would still not be enough. So,
Make way for the Jello
we're still taking care of their units a bit here. We're weakening them up, softening them up, getting them ready. We move on to the next turn.
I brought my book. Hope that's alright.
I think what I want to do... fine, I'll go ahead and play Lux. Oh, she does instantly level. I'm so used to her leveling from attacking that it not doing that is quite interesting. Alright. Alright. We're going to go ahead and blast Prismatic Barrier here. Get this unit strong enough to handle this attack. And we're going to give up our Jaro Lightfeather. The reason why is that we have a Poro that will do everything that we need already way better than he could. And that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and stomp him in the ground. Here we go. 3 extra mana, plenty of options. They're going to think they're going to be able to save their Nexus, but they don't know that we've got a Smoldering Smirk.
Magic brings us together. Demacia defends its own.
Buffs our units a crap ton. And Shablam. Nice, healthy Nexus as well. We got welcome gifts giving it a lifesteal to the Poro. Very nice. Alright, now we move on to the Stargazer. This run's gone super smooth. Blessing of Targon being free if I've damaged the Nexus is going to be very easy when I rally. These are all actually really nice. I'm usually a sucker for this power on deadly admissions because of the extra power reduction. We're already pretty likely to draw Luminosprite at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and cut something else instead, and I think I'm going to cut the Safecracker. Alright. Elise is always hit or miss because you either have either the luck or the deck to not have her spiders be a problem, or luck really kicks your butt and you end up never drawing a card after the first card. Let's see what we get. Do we get a spider? Show me the spider. Oh, we got lucky. Let's go ahead and buff the Luminosprite.
Make way for the Jarrow Parade.
Get a nice big attack stack going.
Now you've gone enough.
Ooh, I'm so scared. I should have put the barrier on there again. Oh, they didn't even block. Excellent. That means fun things. It means I can go ahead and play Akshan.
Good people don't look the other way.
I am... Oh, it's Grant. That is a permanent stat boost. I'll wait, and we can use it as a... We'll use this as a stat boost for when they attack here, so that they lose all their units. Beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Okay, so they've kind of shown their hand here, who they're attacking. Let's go ahead and save Akshan and the Luminosprite. Because as long as we have both of them, we're gonna have no problems. Actually, I do have enough mana to save both and an extra unit. Okay. I like the Poro. I'm gonna save the Poro. Alright. So we saved her well to Jarrow Lightfeather. And that's okay. Because we have Lux eliminated. We're gonna win on the opening attack of the next turn. So now it won't even matter that we're about to draw another spider. Oh, we didn't draw a spider. Very unfortunate. Alright. As is tradition, we shall now begin the destruction of the enemy. Let's go ahead and put barrier on Akshan. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that was not good. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind for the future. It didn't matter this turn, but the attack it was a little out of pace. I would have rather waited for my attack to already be filed before I leveled up Lux. So that's my mistake there.
We are what we do.
But in the end, it didn't matter. We managed to work our way through it.
Vengeance with a smile.
And there you have it. This is Lux Illuminated. This is her biggest strength, is just an unyielding attack at the very beginning of the match. You usually are looking for turn 3 victory, and most of the time she's pretty consistent at getting it. Especially if you draft your deck well. So that was a very, very easy encounter. Let's see, go ahead and get the quest done. Alrighty. Now, we looked at it earlier and we chose to skip it because of Broken Blade and trying to show off Lux Illuminated, but now that we're done, let's go back. They also summon 2 strong units, and and don't play the same card more than once. I see all of this, and I think to myself, this is a great time for Elder Dragon. Where is my Elder Dragon? Is he near the top? He is. I think Elder Dragon's really good into this. Elder Dragon's all about playing cheap cards expensive cards at values cheaper than you would normally, thanks to his Power Dragon Sire. Allies at 6+ cost 2 less. And his 6-star is here, right? Nope, that's the 5-star. Dragon Boons are replaced with Dragon Souls. So whenever you play a 6+ base cost unit, you get offered a Dragon Soul. And he gives you an extra one with his 2-star power here. But then they move from Dragon Boons to Dragon Souls, which are much stronger and give a lot more stats and effects. Let's go ahead and show the relics that we're using here. Beast Within covers one of the only weaknesses that Elder Dragon has when he has a full constellation. Cease and Desist is primarily there because I like it. It's a fun relic. You play Elder Dragon, he automatically attacks the strongest unit on the field, which means he will kill it. There's just about nothing that can resist a leveled up Elder Dragon, or even an unleveled Elder Dragon. He'll come out around 25 power, thanks to all the Dragon Boons that he'll get. And Starforged Gauntlets, a mainstay in anybody that can run them. One of the most valuable relics for a reason. +1 starting mana is very nice. You don't really have a lot of invoking or manifesting, but if you run into that, it can be nice too. So let's go ahead and stomp through Lysandra here. With Elder Dragon, the most important thing that you can do with your rerolls is not spend them at the power. Do not spend them at the post-battle reward cards. You want to save them for your support champion. So when we get there, I'll kind of talk about it, but for now I'm just going to pick the most okay, acceptable option here, which is the free mana gem. Reckless Trifarian comes in. Not going to be a problem. We're going to be able to handle this. Alright, pretty weak starting hand. We'll go ahead and reroll most of these. We're looking for something like the Ruined. Yes, Katagrin the Ruined. It's a very good, solid starting card. Especially since we have that reduced mana cost. Although we have 1 extra mana, we could also start with the Brood Mother. So let's go with that. Pick our Dragon Souls. I like... You have Barrier, so I like Challenger. You don't have Challenger. I was confused. Well, that's awkward. Oh, well, I got Quick Attack, so that's nice. Oh yeah, you have Barrier, so yes, this was a good choice. Go ahead and get our Scout Attack out of the way. Oh, very nice. Spell Shield eats everything that we did there. Not a problem at all. Sure, we get stunned. That's not a problem. I want to maximize the mana that we have next turn, so I'm going to go ahead and have the Blue Sentinel take a disadvantageous fight. We're supposed to be careful with the words we say. We have extra mana turn 2. If we had somehow found a way to cheat out 1 more soul, we actually could have leveled up this turn. And played Elder Dragon, I mean. Katagrin the Ruin comes out. We'll go ahead and buff... He already has Challenger, so we'll go ahead and buff this unit. Give him Barrier, because they're about to have a chance at attacking us. Very inconvenient. Very nice. Oh, and they're just going to end the round? I think I'll let them. This is a good spot because now we just summon Elder Dragon, and he does most of the work for us. This is where the build shines because now he'll have Cease and Desist. He'll take care of the biggest threat on his own using the Barrier and Quick Attack. 22 power. Not much will actually block this. And we go ahead and do the second attack here. You already can't block with most of your units, so this game is over. There it goes. Elder Dragon is all about playing the big units. You want to find as many 6+ cost units as you can, get those souls, play them for cheaper than their actual normal mana cost. Sorry, I'm having a cough tonight. The Golden Sister looks amazing here. I am so sorry, guys. -2 cost is nice because it stacks with the star power. This is a 2 cost with lifesteal. So, the support champion. You, with this build, you almost exclusively want to go all in on finding a 6 cost support. Now, I have shared monoflow, so I can do this with 7 costs. But because you get 2 random souls, here when you do this, you reduce the Elder Dragon's cost by 2 souls worth, so 4. Now, if you get lucky and you get a 6, or in my case, a 7, oh, thank you, love. If you get a 7 cost, in my case, we can reduce the cost down enough on the first turn by getting 2 extra souls. So he'll give 1 by default. His 2-star power will give you a second one, and then this will give you 2 more. So as long as you don't roll a duplicate soul, you can summon Elder Dragon on turn 2 if you draw your support champion. So Galio is a great choice for this, and we're going to pick him up. Okay, Smooth Soloist. We're not scared of them summoning big, powerful units, so we're going to go ahead and run into Maker. We are going to lose our blue buff, though. Okay. Perfect, I can demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about here. I summon Galio. He's gonna get 4 souls and no duplicates. Look at that. Elder Dragon already cost 6. I can play him turn 2.
Take the high ground.
Looks like fun.
Means I'm gonna be a force of destruction when I come in.
With the beast yodel I see.
Now they're gonna summon whatever they want. It won't matter
Cannot be refused,
because
for
we're
they are
gonna
not
destroy them.
magnificent.
Night falls, shadows gather.
They're gonna attack with their elusive unit because it's all they have. And we're going to go ahead and level up with Galio, which is hilarious to me. We're just going to go ahead and open attack, because I want to give them a chance to do anything else. And GG.
You don't mess with Demacia.
Hopefully this mint I'm taking will help prevent the cough from being a problem. Thank you to my lovely wife for bringing those. I see Catagran the Infernal, and I can't help but feel like this is a great choice. So yeah, we'll take him. Funnily enough, I'm pretty sure that means I have both Catagrans. Yes. So now I have double Catagran. Hilarious. Smooth Soloist. Very nice. We'll take some free power. This one screams, "Hi, I'm Elder Dragon, take me." So we're going to take it. A lot of Elder Dragon's cards are going to cost 4 or more. Might as well go ahead and make them cheaper. Okay. Nice. Alright. Actually, we have an amazing starting hand. Let's go ahead and re-roll these cheap things. I did draw Elder Dragon, sadly, but I can still kind of show off what you do when you don't have them. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and summon the Brood Mother. We got double Mountain Drakes. Fun. We'll go ahead and do our scout attack. Lovely.
Stop the book. This starter's
We're gonna go ahead and posture defensively, so... Actually, anything we attack, we die, so let's go ahead and attack. Very weird of them to... Oh, it has faded, so that actually did help them. Very sneaky. That's fine. We'll look to play Galio next turn. If we don't have the mana. Oh, we do have the mana now. Because of the Dawning Age. Let's go ahead and play Catagrin here. Give Challenger to our Scout Dragon. And we'll go ahead and take Spell Shield as well while we're at it. Alright, sadly we cannot do anything to help save this health. So we'll just have to eat it. And now we will give a nice little Galio level up to everybody. In fact, I want everybody to have plenty of health. The Ocean Soul's really nice for your sustain because it gives you a lot of free healing. You're not going to notice it. But across your runs with Elder Dragon, every time you get Ocean Soul, you can heal your next 6. That's really nice. And so the 6-star Elder Dragon will just subtly sustain you. You'll also just get very strong card options here. Look at these souls. 3 power, fearsome, and overwhelm. Like 3 different things per card. These are all very nice. So I'm gonna go Spell Shield and Challenger. And because I went with Challenger when they give me overwhelm, that's funny. Actually, let's go ahead and attack first with the Scout. And so that when we win with just Scout, it's very nice.
That was fun. So who's next?
Okay. Alright, I believe at this point we're going to the halfway point of the encounter. We're going to fight Trundle. Okay. Trundle's very, very manageable. Let's see. The Towering Stonehorn is actually low-key pretty good. Because who won't take damage from those spells? So we'll pick that up. We got enough money to look at the shop. Normally I would consider this, but I'm about to cut this card. Dragon's Rage is ironic. We'll take it. So, because of his 4-star power summoning the weakest unit at the start from the followers of the deck, it's summoning my wound. Where is it in here? It's a 3. A wound? No. The Mountain Drake, because it technically has 0 power. We don't like that in particular, so we're going to cut that because we'd rather it summon our Blue Sentinel. Normally, the card that I would recommend cutting first would be instead the Ruby-Eyed Conjurer. He's pretty good. If you don't have Beast Within and you don't have the 6-star, because your access to Spell Shield is a little more limited, and Overwhelm is a stat that he normally misses. But as soon as you put on Beast Within, like, this thing loses a lot of value. But because I'm specifically trying to get the blue buff on the field quicker, I am going to cut the Mountain Drake. Otherwise, I would be cutting the Ruby-Eyed Conjurer, and I'll probably be cutting him at the next opportunity I get. This is quite a hand. We're going to mulligan half of it. There's Galio. If we draw Galio and Elder Dragon, we get to laugh at him on the turn 2. We get to laugh at him next turn. Beautiful. Exactly what you want. Alright. Let's go ahead. Go get him, champ. Sure. Have Cloud Dragon Soul. Okay, this is a possibility. I got 2 Cloud Dragon Souls here, which means that I didn't get the benefit of reducing his cost as much. But luckily, I can still do a lot here. Let's go ahead and have Wrath of the Freljord block him so that he dies. And then I can run this to get rid of Trundle. Oh no, my unit has died. I hope I don't get extra mana next turn. Getting Frostbit into the Wrath of the Freljord is actually pretty diabolical, I have to say. But, luckily enough, it's not going to be a problem because Elder Dragon comes in. Actually, let's have the 5-cost version come in. Oh no, he frostbit me! Oh, that is devastating. Oh no. Let's see what we can do here. So, getting that frostbite means the big swing that I'm building for it is not happening. And that's a little irksome, but it's not the end of the world. So, why don't we go ahead and buff him, or Galliel, up a bit, so that he can finish the job, and then we can use the Elder Dragon. Hell, the Elder Dragon has regeneration, so he can get it back that way. So wait, how's he have regeneration? Oh, he got the item. That's funny. Alright. Now we can continue our regularly scheduled whooping. Throw in a few extra units to help get the job done here. It's now much harder to frostbite Elder Dragon when he does have a spell shield. And we'll just go ahead and finish him off now. Actually, are you gonna level? Yes! For those that are not aware, haven't seen much of the game, when Elder Dragon kills your Nexus, you get a special little animation. Oh, the Elder Dragon comes in and blasts the enemy Nexus. That alone is always very funny to me. Just to watch the little dragon, the shadow fly across and know that you've killed them in a way that's funny. Alright, that Frostbite on turn 2 is actually diabolical. It worked super well for them. We're going to go ahead and get the Shadow Totem for a second Elder Dragon, though. And that did kind of show... Oh my god. That did kind of show one of the weaknesses of Elder Dragon, which is when you're first summoning him, that's when he's most vulnerable to frostbite, to stuns, to kill spells. Those can be played before he gets that free spell shield, then that'll actually hurt you a lot. Now, I'm going to take Mountain's Peak because this is insanely powerful. Look at all these cards that can be played for free. Yes, I think we will take that. We'll go ahead and fight the Herald of the Spring because we don't respect it. Supporting units having +2/+2 does not matter much in the Elder Dragon's world. Oh, this looks extremely good. Since we have the Targon Peak, this is, you may not like it, but this is the ideal starting hand. Plus my free card. Okay, fine. I'll take a free Catagran the Infernal, I guess. Quick attack and impact. This does sound nice. Alright, I guess we'll start with this. It'll have to do. Oh, that's fun, because I have the power that all my units have Fury and are dragons. Catagran the Infernal's attack buff now basically applies to my whole deck. That is a delight. Alright, we got a nice strong start then. All these elusives is giving me a little concern.
Where did you get that?
We're gonna see what happens here, but luckily I can play Elder Dragon for free. Ugh! I was hoping they weren't gonna do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna do Strafing Strike to go ahead and kill their unit before they have a chance to attack our Nexus. Actually, you know, it doesn't matter if they attack our Nexus. Let's save one more health. Oh, you suck! He has Nopified me. Oh my gosh. Or is that just an eye? No, it's Nopify. Very nice. Very brutal. Alright, you know what? Fine. Attack my Nexus. I respect you for it. Alright, you know, they attacked our Nexus. Well, you know, I doubt I have something crazy to respond with. Oh, Elder Dragon. thing, as I'd like to keep pointing up every time it happens. I took 24 damage to my Nexus, and I've already healed 6 of it back. It's already almost a third of it. Refill my mana to full and draw all 6 cost followers from my deck? Sure. Cost discounts aplenty. Let's go ahead and get some health here. Hopefully, darn. Yeah, we'll take that.
Wait, is that a familiar frog? Oh my gosh. Go on, Rib.
Alright. You know, I think our opponent and me have very comparable boards, I would dare say. What do you guys think? Yeah? How about we buff Catagrin to help kind of make sure our deck is a little bit stronger. Buff all of our cards by 4 here. Oh my gosh, he has the spatula. So, and because every unit's a dragon, every unit's getting +4, +4, +2, +2. This is beautiful. I always love the AI's lack of survival instincts when it comes to a scout attack. They always view, oh, there's no point. I might as well just let it go. Even if their Nexus explodes, like in this instance. A free Strafing Strike at the beginning is nice, but actually I'm going to reroll because I don't want to clot my hand with expensive cards. Normally your support champion isn't worth putting an item on, but we actually like our support champion right now, so he can hang. He can be in the deck a little bit more. Mobilize is actually nice because I can draw Elder Dragon with it, so I'm going to pick it up. Let's see. Any fun things? The Empyrean's pretty cool, but I think I'll pass. Treacherous Terrain, always nice. Get a free little bit of control. No problem there. And now we'll go into the Legion Marauder. Alright. They can be scary if they have a whole bunch of attacks, but I don't think we're going to run into any problems here. We want all the expensive cards, so we're going to go ahead and reroll the cheap cards. That way, if Targon's Peak gives us Catagrin, gives us Galio, gives us Elder Dragon, we're happy. Just don't give me Atrani. Nice. Alright, lovely Catagrin on turn 1. And we'll go ahead and summon double the Galios, double the fun. Since they're Titanic, there's no point in not taking this soul. Not Titanic, they're formidable. Very nice. Lovely. Alright. Do I have a shot at winning on this first turn? I kind of did. They're gonna block though. But that is very nice that it almost happened on the first turn. Alright. They are going to feebly defend for their life, but it will not help them because next turn we play Elder Dragon and win the game. Very nice.
None stronger, none more feared.
Well, this run has been a complete high roll that has made a 6.5 star look like absolute chump change, if I may be honest. This has been a very easy run. The Elder Dragon is free. The enemy didn't even play a card, they just gave up. That is the power of the Elder Dragon deck. It'll make even the AI cower in fear. We have now healed our Nexus all the way back up to full, despite taking 24 damage in one swing. The region would have given us 16, but we also just, with the 2 Dragon Souls, we also healed 12. So Elder Dragon becomes an all-rounder, kind of. He can go wide. He has definitely got units that are tall. They don't go like crazy. Oh my god. Elatus the Gallant is an even stronger combination here because the boons targeting all allies means the souls target all allies. All dragons, I think is what it says specifically. But because I have, yeah, all dragon allies. All my units are already dragons, so this is just an absolute win. Double time watch, let's go ahead and make him cheaper. Healer, I mentioned it earlier, the Ruby Eye Conjurer, much better before you have the 6-star and Beast Within, or Troll King's Crown, or Troll's King's Crusher. But we have those, we don't need it, so we can cut it.
At last, my time as a
Lysandra was a lot scarier when she was in her 5-star adventure, but now in 6-star worlds, she is not a threat. We will probably destroy her before she has a chance to play Buried in Ice. We've already drawn Galio and Elder Dragon. And we've got a Tallest the Gallant. Amazing, beautiful, stunning. Do it. Okay, we're gonna play Galio for free. Yes, we play August the first one, because then whatever he takes will be available. Whatever Galio picks will also go to him. Succumb to cold, whatever. We'll live around it. That's fine. We summon Galio. A whole bunch of Dragon Souls are about to come in.
A battle? Count me in.
Lovely. 4 Dragon Souls show up. We've now slapped everything on just about everybody. And we can go ahead and start wailing on the enemy before they even have a chance to get too crazy. Let's go ahead and kill that as well. Sure, why not? Bam, 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 bam. And if they thought that my board had a lot of power before, they're not going to like next turn when I play Elder Dragon and get every soul on every unit. Do I have any other ways to draw stuff? Oh! They played Buried in Ice. But I have triple spell shield. Now we'll play Elder Dragon. Get every Dragon Soul. And utterly destroy it. Guys, my wife made a rose con leche. It's awesome. It's really hot, like her. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be very nice. Oh, it's not even my turn to attack. Right. I'd like to summon more units. So, we'll go ahead and get a couple more here. Let's see. Catagrin. The Ruined. It doesn't matter who I give this to, but here. Give everybody a little bit more power. Would be nice. Oh, this will probably help my throat, too. Don't know. Alright, we'll go ahead and wait for them to accept death in a second. Alright. We shall now end the game. Elder Dragon becomes unstoppable, he cannot be blocked, he cannot be stopped, he cannot be targeted. The enemy Nexus has less health than he has. He cannot be frostbit. He cannot be stopped. Oh, Galio means I rally, so I can attack again if I wanted to as well. That's fine. I'd like to point out, by the way, that at the end of this run, my blue buff is 2632. Blue buff. So that run was, yes, a complete and total high roll, but it also is a way of showing how utterly insane 6-star Elder Dragon can get. So I hope that was a helpful way to see, hey, this is what he can do when he is drafted, supported, and built correctly. This 6-star adventure, which is normally a little scary because there's some big units, big units is the Elder Dragon specialty. So when the enemy specialty is that, he can match them, and even exceed them in a lot of cases. Alrighty, that leaves us with the 4.5-star adventure. Let's see. Wailing Spirits, Multiplying Tendrils, So cheaper Shadow Isles units, and round start all players spawn 1, and deadly. Now, I've actually kind of shown off all of my 6-star Shadow Isles people already, so I'm going to disregard this one. Normally, you know, I'd pick the same kinds of things. Your Viegos, your Threshes, your Gwens if you got 6-star. Elise is fun, Gwen's fun. All those Shadow Isles units with constellations will really do fine. So, yes, even the Taker would be pretty good. But, in this instance, I'm not going to do that. I am going to lean into that second one. So, Ambessa. Her constellation power is not down here. It's here. When allies attack, grant allies with the same name everywhere +1/+1. With this, I can make that free tentacle that I'm getting every turn into a stronger unit than the enemies. And additionally, I could even make copies of it using conscription to make an army of tentacles and basically make Ambessa. You see this Ambessa? This isn't a Lowy now. This isn't an Ambessa. No. Lowy. And once you attack with a total of 10 or more power, kill the strongest back row enemy. Such an insane value out of her 6-star. This is such a simple 6-star, but has so much power into it. Lysandra summons the Watcher, you don't care. Pre-leveled up Elder Dragon, you don't care. Summons Victor in Arcane, Aurelian Soul Adventure, you don't care. You just kill it right out of the get-go. It's unblockable. It's not even a spell. So Spell Shield doesn't even help them. And that just means that Ambessa is very strong at countering big units because you can just ignore them. So let's go ahead and show her off. Okay. In terms of powers, you can kind of pick whatever you want with her. I like Sorcery on her because it'll work well with her conscription power to give her a free conscription every turn. And I think that'll be very nice. Alright, we're going into the the Grandfather Fae. This one's not too crazy. This one just means he'll have a few Fae. Oh, I didn't even talk about the build. I'm so sorry. With the build, we're going to run Swain's Raven Army, which immediately attacks the Nexus at the beginning of the game. The main purpose of this is to activate Packed Powder, which means she'll cost 2 less. Now, Ambessa costs 4, which means she'll go down to a 2 cost on the first turn if I draw her. Then I play her, and Found Fortune comes in, which lets me get a 3 cost card, and then what I can do is, play a 3 cost card for free. The biggest one that you're probably going to be picking most of the time is your Legion Marauder, which, since it's the only option for now, I can show that off on the very first turn. Legion Marauder is usually what you're going to get, unless you draft another 3 cost card. And this card is the same as her power, so that it scales. You get 2 of it. What do we got here? Now, I am making her into a Lowy this round, so I'm going to actually buff the tentacles instead for kicks and giggles. And here we go. Now, I am attacking with 10 mana of units, so this is going to be nice. Come on, boys. Kill a unit for free. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now we do our Midnight Raid. We're gonna buff Alawi even more here. And just like that, we now have 2 tentacles. That is a lot stronger than the enemies. Rictus is a very good card as well. When you play him, he attacks the strongest enemy back row, but because he has barrier, he's safe. So he's just a very good card to play either on your turn when you want to swing harder, or on the enemy's turn when you want to deny them the ability to swing. I'd like more tentacles, please. Just more, I'm gonna go ahead and stun that so that my unit doesn't have to block it. I'm mostly just blocking him to be safe. Public execution's fun.
Go execute.
And then we move on. With our 3 tentacles, here we go.
Crows will have what's left.
We'll go ahead and block with Ambessa. I believe she loves. Nope, she doesn't. And thus we have made these tentacles into utter monstrosities capable of destroying her entire board. Easy peasy. A lot of Ambessa's cards are slow as well, so if you find slow and steady, that could be interesting with her. But, no, most of them aren't that crazy. I already have this card in my deck, I think. Is it not already in my deck? It's not? Well, that feels good. More free attacks, so we'll take that. Support champion, you're just looking for somebody that can summon stuff. If I found a Lowy here, I'd take her just because I think it'd be funny. Let's spend 2 rerolls. Assus, Tryndamere. Oh, drat, we didn't find a Lowy. Jarvan with double attack is very nice. I actually like the support package here. Let's see. Overwhelm is kind of wasted. And I don't need to capture units. So yeah, Jarvan it is. We got a couple options. The Tenor of Terror is going to be a little silly. They have a lot of control, but we have the ability to handle that, so let's go ahead and go for it. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of public executions. We don't have units yet, so we don't need to worry about building up for that. Wow, that is a lot of cards. A lot of stuff on them. They really buffed the Thieves' Gloves. These were so bad when they came out. And now that they don't have a cap of 3 items, it's just so nice to be able to get them now. I really think they buffed it good, to the point of it being usable now. Alright, next up we'll go ahead and we'll guess play the Blade Squire. We didn't really draw a good starting hand here, and that's okay. We're gonna buff... Oh right, we're a Lowy right now. We're gonna buff the Tentacle. And we're gonna have the Tentacle... we're gonna have everyone attack. We have just enough power to kill their units. It's for free. They lose their Tentacle. And then... Oh, we can't attack with the Tentacle because they don't have any units. You heard I am a professor. Yeah, I do try to be educational, Hefe. So, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I am here to help. Especially if things don't make sense. Right now, I am trying to buff all my tentacles so strong that they kill the entire enemy board on their own. For example, here we are. Now we have even more tentacles. Now that I have 3 tentacles. How do you get good? There are 2 ways to get good. Repetition or wallet. Playing for a long time in this game will let you get all the same stuff that I'm showing here. Relatively attainably. You can get there faster by spending real-life money, but I probably wouldn't advise it. I think a lot of the fun of the game is actually in the leveling aspect, and getting to this point is sometimes more fun than being here. I love this game and I love playing it even at this level, but I think the journey is really fun. You drop the saving account, you can become pro. Ah, yes, I would not go pro in this game because PvP is officially no longer supported. PvP has been dropped from official support. It is now the secondary feature. The main thing in this game is the single-player roguelike experience that we're playing here. This is the primary focus of the game right now, and they're going for this for the foreseeable future. There was a professional scene for Legends of Runeterra. It has fallen to the wayside. There are still events that get scheduled. If someone was interested in that, there are a few people specifically setting that up that they could follow. But yes, most of the time, unfortunately now, this is mostly for single player. I love the single player aspect, if I'm going to be honest, though. That's why I'm here. I did not enjoy the PvP aspect as much as I would have liked. So, to me, this is a win. Blue buff on Ambessa. This is really nice. This lets me get some of that free mana back so I can spam that conscription spell. Alright, back to the Tree Chop Ambush. Their units having Elusive and Challenger will be slightly annoying, but it's nothing we can't handle. Oh, we got Power Riff. This is very nice. We're going to have a nice starting board here. Alright, and we drew Ambessa. Even better. Okay. Let's go ahead and play her. We draw a card, which means that we have enough power to play one of these Gallant Riders.
No time to form up. Right.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and buff our Tentacle. And I would like to point out, I am doing something that is suboptimal because it's funny. The smart play is to buff the Legion Marauder for his duplication. How was my day today? My day today was good. Things are finally defrosting in Texas, so I was even able to leave the house and go get groceries, which was very nice.
Come on, boys.
The Legion Marauders benefit of getting +1/+1 when it attacks duplicates with it, so if there's more than one of them, you get that benefit more than once, which is why you generally want to level up the Legion Marauder by duplicating it. This also scales with her 2-star power here too. I'm sorry, it's right here. You give them everyone +1/+1. These all stack, so you can get some crazy power free attacking with it. Oh no! My Nexus took 3 health. Oh well. More tentacles. We need more tentacles. We'll go ahead and publicly execute the tentacle on their enemy side because it's heresy and should have joined our side. Now that it has perished, as it rightfully should, we are now going to attack with all of our tentacles. And only all of our tentacles, for kicks and giggles. It does feel a little weird that Ambessa with this build is actually doing a better job of being Illaoi than Illaoi. Frankly, Illaoi is all about building up like one big tentacle, but Ambessa lets you get like 3 to 4 of them. And they're gonna be stronger on average, so I kind of feel like Illaoi's lacking now. I'm gonna pick up this card just so that I can have it cut with less cards in my deck as a result. With Illaoi, or with with Ambessa, you get a lot of power just in your 4 to 5 cards. So you don't really need units, you don't need powers, you just kind of rock the core Ambessa build. And you cut as much as you can out of everything else. So I don't actually want this Gallant Rider. Most of the time, I'm not going to play him. Let's be real. Super Mega Death Rocket, not going to be a problem. We have an army of tentacles. They have nothing on this. Okay. We drew our Ambessa. We're off to a great start. Alright. Ambessa comes in.
Embrace your demise.
Ooh, Power Riff and Doubly Fast. This will be quite silly.
Stick your whip out and give 'em puppy eyes.
Let's oh yes, we gotta make more tentacles. No. Okay, good. They're damaging our next our tentacles. That's good. We need those tentacles. Alright. Let's go ahead and summon the Blade Squire. He'll get a little bit of power. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and kill Jinx. See, Ambessa, she watched Arcane, and she knows that Jinx needs to be taken out first. Jinx gets killed immediately. And we're gonna attack again with the tentacles. I think we're gonna go in here, challenge him with tentacles. Very nice. Was this? Oh, more tentacle attacking. Let's do this. Do we get a doubling dice again? Drat. Oh well, that's fine. Once more. We're gonna attack the enemy Nexus one more time. Here we go. Very nice. You may not like it, but this is peak tentacle behavior. Alright. We are going to go ahead, summon another tentacle. And then we're going to use public execution to go ahead and execute one of their units so that they don't feel like they can do anything. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and attack with the tentacle. Ambessa levels up off of only tentacles attacking, basically. And uh-oh. Naga Kaburos, take care of them. Oh, we actually lost his hand. That's unfortunate. That's okay. At least I have my 3 hands. Alright, and so far the Jinx halfway boss, not really a problem at all. We've managed to take care of her. The 4.5s are never too crazy for 6 stars, but this is just looking exceptionally like Child's Play. Ambessa's very strong. Especially if you're in a stat stick style adventure. You know, Ambessa does like money. And we don't need any powers right now, so we're just gonna take the money and run. Cythria, the champion that everybody that plays Legends of Runeterra was really sure was going to be joining League of Legends this year. And now she's not. So we're going to go ahead and kill her. Put her out of her misery. Alrighty. We drew Ambessa. That's good. Down Fortune gives us... Oh, no! I need to cut Cataclysm. I don't want that. Conscription. Give me more tentacles, please. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I needed. We'll go and play the Legion Marauder. So that he can watch how a true pro does it. Go, Tentacle, go. You're strong, you're powerful, you are beautiful. You've got this. Yes, excellent. And now we kill one of the Cythrias because of our power.
Plenty for all of us.
Oh, she's actually gonna level up a Cythria. Very nice. And that's okay because we have more tentacles. You guessed it.
I'm ready.
She does not level up a Cythria. She chose to let it go. Very well. It's another turn, another tentacle. We're going to play more tentacles. And Ambessa is going to be very beautiful with all of these tentacles at the end. Oh no, my Midnight Raider has died. I will now attack with more tentacles.
Even forms have a role to play.
Very nice. One of the funnest things about Ambessa is just taking a weak unit and making it look strong. And this is just an example of a 1-1 unit that I have now made into 4 9-9 units. She is exceptional at doing this. I'm sorry, 1111 units. And there we are. Nice and easy. Alright, now that Cytherea has fallen for daring to have the ambition to join the League of Legends roster, we will move on to cut a card. I think I'll cut the card I just got an item for. No, I will cut Cataclysm because it's taking away my Legion Marauders. Actually, let's cut the Vanguard First Blade. Anything else? Yeah, we'll cut the First Blade. I haven't played it even once. At least the other cards I had played. Stabilize. I'd like more Ambessas. Shop. Champion item chest. Champion items are always fun, even if I have to fight Mushroom Hell to get to it. Puffcat Pup time. Okay. Cutting the cards does have a mild disadvantage here. I don't have Ambessa, that's okay. Because I have Tentacles. Let's see. We'll go ahead and play Rictus. Good job, Rictus. Go ahead and have enough power to immediately kill the Puffcat Pup in the background, just off of her star power. And then we'll use Cataclysm to make it even stronger. That said again, I just want to remind everybody that I am being silly with the tentacles. The correct approach in this case would be to make copies of Rictus, because he would grow insane, stunning the entire enemy board if I chose to play him that way. However, getting an army full of tentacles is funnier, so I'm doing multiple tentacles.
What do we got here?
Oh no, I can't make more room for them. Yeah, okay. I'll just have to lose my tentacles here. That's or my free tentacle space. Ah, here we are. Much better. Very nice. Alright, plenty of tentacles in play. Oh, wait, I don't want that. I'd die. There we go, much better.
Run. Come on, boys.
Okay, very nice. We killed the unit, no problem. Entrapment, whatever. More entrapment, still whatever. Pokestick. Oh no! I better save my tentacle. My beautiful tentacle must be preserved. There we go. That'll save it. And thus the Puffcat Pup is destroyed. Alright, now we're moving on. Very nice. We're going to get our champion item. This will be nice and... oh, you know, I rarely see this card. But King Jarvan is a funny card, but I'm going to skip it here. I'm trying to get rid of that Cataclysm, so I'll take the Blade Squire. Alright, champion item chest. I like to attack. So, oh, Ambessa! You can take this because you have a free mana refund and you would cost 5, which goes down to 3. So I'll go ahead and take the Radiant Plate Armor because free stats are nice. We're going to go ahead and cut Cataclysm. It's been funny, but we don't actually want to run it most of the time. Even if it's helping me get free attack. Okay, we didn't get Ambessa, so we're going to almost full mulligan. We like to keep Jarvan in our hands so that we can't draw Jarvan as likely. And we got Ambessa. So now everything's in the clear. Wow. What a, wow. The first time the foe starts less than 50 health summon the Dreadway. They just get to start with the Dreadway. Hilarious. Alright.
Fall in line.
I see how it is.
All by my hand.
Alright. Let's go ahead and duplicate our tentacles for kicks and giggles.
What do we
Legion
got
Marauder's
here?
nice.
I keep step with the
Legion
Hundred
Tremor.
of Noxus. To victory.
Let's buff our units here.
He's gonna run.
Die with honor.
Let's go ahead and take care of their whole board. Tentacles, go!
Embrace your
Become
demise.
powerful and mighty.
Is that all you got?
Very nice.
All by my hand.
Bounty bowl. No.
We'll go ahead and attack with a tentacle. And we'll do it again.
Say your farewells.
Alrighty. I'm not summoning him because next turn I want to summon another tentacle.
I rarely forget and never forgive.
Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get a free Midnight Raid to buff our tentacles even more. Keep going, keep doing it. That is a lot of powder kegs. I should probably make sure he doesn't get to keep those.
I know all their moves.
There we are. Ah, much better. Go, tentacles. Take care of them.
Forms have a role to play.
Yes. Good job, Ambessa. You were a better Alawi than Alawi was.
Embrace your demise.
Alright.
What you're undoing.
Well, this was a very strange run, but kind of shows what Ambessa does, which is take just about any unit, make them stronger, and make a lot of copies of that stronger unit. And in this case, I used a tentacle because it's funny, but Rictus is incredibly strong with this. Legion Marauder, which the normal build is even about, is better with this. And she's just very strong at getting a full board full of stuff. Alright. That concludes the final weekly and the Ambessa showcase. I think I got a mission done as well. Very nice. Awesome. Warrior. Alright, Heimerdinger's out. Very cool. Free Stardust is always appreciated. Awesome. Alright, that concludes the week that we have here. All the 3 weeklies have been finished. There's no more rewards for beating any of them. I'd like to thank everybody that showed up here today. Let me just check here. I am going to raid Nazoric, who's also streaming this game. Please feel free to give him your love. I don't have any kind of special raid command, so just say howdy or whatever it is you feel best. I'd like to thank you guys all for coming, and we will catch you guys next time. Let's see if that works. Excellent. Awesome. Alright, I'll catch you guys next week. See you later.